Well, we'll now head over to Kenya to take a look at Kenya Access's full year results. Let's just, we cross over to Kenya and we're speaking to Kris from Kenya. Very warm welcome to you, Kris. Kris, can you hear me?
I missed that.
Can you hear me?
Yes, now I can hear you
Oh,
much better.
fantastic. Well,
Thank you.
Afternoon,
how are you doing?
Very good afternoon to you. Well, we do want to just take a look at your full year results there. It seems as though you came back to positivity, quite a turnaround from where you have been. Just give us a little bit on how you did manage to turn the story around for your company.
Well, I think, yes, definitely coming from a negative 8 million loss to 109 million profit in a year has been a very difficult turnaround. I call it a V-turn as opposed to a U-turn. But most of our focus was on just making sure that we kept our eyes on the top line growth, pay down a major part of our debt while still investing in infrastructure of the company for growth. And the strategy has worked, and you can see positive growth both on the top line and also on the profit after tax.
Kris, let's just talk a little bit about competition in Kenya. Really, really huge. You've got big players, and that seems to have been a problem in the past. I mean, in any industry it would be. But just talk to us about your strategy when it comes to not only keeping the market share that you have, but also increasing it in the face of such stiff competition.
Yes, that has been very difficult because the competition has stiffened up, especially since June of 2009 when we got new fiber optic cables into the country. Our strategy on that has been to focus on the niche of the corporates, which that's where we're strong, that's where there's a lot of growth, and we've been able to do more in terms of increasing the capacities that the corporates want or need from us, as opposed to going after totally new business. It's been a mix of both, but our focus has been on the corporate niche of the market as opposed to going retail or mass market like the rest of our competition.
Let's just talk about growth. Right now you're operating in Kenya. Do you plan to expand to other African countries?
I think I got the last bit of that question. We are only in Kenya right now. We do have regional plans. Probably around 2014, we should be within the whole region, which is Uganda, Tanzania, and Rwanda.
I want to talk a little bit about your growth. And since your launch in 2000, you grew at a surplus of 200% in each of the first 3 years of operation. Do you ever think that you're going to see that kind of growth again? Kris, just to talk to us about your growth. Do you ever think that you're going to have the kind of success that you had beginning when your business just started out?
Yes, we do expect still to continue growing, not at the same levels, but maybe a bit reduced, but definitely there's a lot of opportunity in the market for growth. And so we do expect to continue growing, at least in the medium term, 1 to 3 years, we expect the growth to continue the same way.
So, there have been speculation that, just considering your infrastructure and how well you've been able to establish that in Kenya, that you could be a target for takeover. Do you think that that's something that's on the cards for your company?
Being a public company, obviously, we're always open to conversations and discussions. I think now that we've turned back into profitability, we might be more willing to have a conversation. I mean, our share price is very low in terms of what the value of the company is. And so we're looking at first working on that to get to a reasonable value. And then after that, obviously, we are ready to have a conversation with anybody and everybody who can help to grow the business.
Thank you so much, Kris. Kris Senanu is Managing Director of Access Kenya.